Good evening and welcome. Well, I'm just waiting for some people to join in so that I can start my. Well, let me start my. Well, I am not a psychiatrist or an expert, but all actually I wanted to share is my observation. Since yesterday, I have been reading on social media, in mainstream media, people are commenting on depression in wake of Sushant Singh Rajput's suicide. Well, I think the main reason behind this is because people today are very lonely. Even those who are staying within family or within uh, friends, sometimes they too are very lonely. And this is the biggest reason why this depression is taking place. Depression is something which nobody welcomes, but unfortunately, the person who suffers from depression often uh, is not even aware that he is under depression. Depression is such an ailment. In fact, I often say that depression is one of the dangerous ailment. It's even dangerous than any dreaded disease because it kills you inside. It kills you slowly and slowly. The reason I actually decided to talk to you is because I have been watching this and I have been wanted to share this since long. People today are racing against time. I know it's not possible to slow down. I know it's not even recommended to slow down because everybody has their lifestyle, their style of working, and today's life has become very fast. But still, I think the minimum interactions, just a hi and hello, is missing today. And this is one reason why people have become so lonely. Because when we used to stay in apartment, I have seen people forget about the floors above. Even on the same floor, they don't talk to each other. Sometimes even don't know who is your next door neighbors. And this is a perennial problem. I call it a problem. Because this is again not expected. Because when you are staying in an apartment, you are naturally expecting a community life. Is this a community life? You don't have to go to his drawing room and have a cup of tea every day. You don't have to knock and say, hey, hi, how are you? And do you need something? I am always there. No. But even just the minimum hi and hello is more than enough, which is missing. I'm not talking of other places, but especially in apartments where people meet every day and they stay in a community life, supposed to be a community life. But are they really staying in a community life? I have my doubts because even after minimum interaction with them, I often have found that same person either do not recognize you or is in such a hurry that you feel ashamed or you feel embarrassing to give him a call. This should not be there, especially when you are living in a community life like apartments. A minimum hi, hello, a minimum good morning, good night, good evening, especially when you see them, when you see eye to eye, should be there. But this is not there. I am talking predominantly about this country. I know those who are staying outside India will just now say, oh, come on, we do this. Absolutely. They do this. But unfortunately, we ape them, but we have failed to continue with the basic norms, if I may call it norms, of community life. Why are we always racing against time? Why can't we at least have a snatch a few minutes? We don't even need minutes. We just need a few seconds to smile and say, how are you? Or greet. This is missing, and this is the reason why depression is taking place. Lastly, when we have people who are residing lonely, who are residing outside their families, when we know that this person is staying alone, can we not at least knock and say, hey, how are you today? How is life? You don't have to say, come on, I am there to help you. What do you need? No. Perhaps he or she will always say, no, we are comfortable. But if we just can do this and tell them that, look, don't feel lonely. It's a family. It should be a family. Because we are living together. But unfortunately, as I said, we don't even know our next door neighbors many times. Think it over. If you feel that I have been sermoning or I said something wrong, you are free to tell me, because as I say, your comments, negative, positive, both gives the kick to do more lives.